Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the Griffin Center Arena. It's a Saturday afternoon, and what the heck, we're going to do some GWSHL coverage today and tomorrow, so a double whammy this weekend. I'll bring you into the rink. Just getting set here for the first game tonight. That's going to be between Schatz Creek and Sticks and the City. Luckily, it's two teams I've already covered, so hopefully I'll have no problem with the roster this evening. I'm looking forward to it. While we're here, let's bring you up to date on what happened last week, shall we? Of those 5 games, first game, selling slap shots and 1 red kill, ended in a 1-1 tie. Schatz Creek and Blade Watch skated to a 2-2 tie. Then Puck Dynasty really let Jurassic Puck have it with a score of 5-1. Stranger Rinks 2-0 over that 70 shot. And Sticks in the City was victorious over Game of Zones by a score of 2-1. That's resulted in the update in the standings. Blade Watch still holding down first place, but they're in a tie with 1 rink kill and selling slap shots. Tied after that is Puck Dynasty and Sticks in the City. In 6th place is Stranger Rinks. They're up 2 places from last week. Down 1 spot is that 70 shot and Schatz Creek. And then rounding out the top 10. Let's just do that one more time. I didn't have it on there long enough, but that 70 shot, and I believe that 70 shot and Jurassic Puck were in last place. We're going to try something different today, and we're actually going to have players to watch. Player to watch for Sticks in the City is going to be Alyssa Dodson. Alyssa Dodson's joining us for the 3rd year of her GWSHL career. Very strong offensive player with a powerful slap shot. And outside of hockey, she works as a vet tech and flies planes. And she's currently a commercial pilot student working towards getting hours required to become a fully licensed pilot. That's awesome, Alyssa. Our player to watch for Schatz Creek is Steph Williams. Steph Williams is the team's captain and always seems to have too many requests to play on her team each season. She's traveled to New Zealand 5 times, been bungee jumping and skydiving, but is terrified of snakes of all things. She's owned and run 2 roller derby leagues and played under the name Ivana Slappa. The Guelph Roller Derby League is still going strong under new ownership, so that's awesome. I'll be featuring 1 player from each team each game and maybe have something else to say as each player touches the puck. Once again, for Schatz Creek, it's number 4, Steph Williams, and for Sticks in the City, it's number 8, Alyssa Dodson. Players are taking to the ice here, and we'll get set for the warm-up. There we go. Starts the clock. The second game coming up at 6:30 is that 70 shot and Blade Watch. We'll see if Blade Watch can keep up their undefeated streak or if that 70 shot is going to give them a problem. Be the first time I've covered that 70 shot, so I'm really looking forward to calling that game. And of course, we'll have our players to watch for that game, and that will be number 1, Henley Parfect, and number 17, Andrea Koretz. There are a couple of scratches for Schatz Creek. This evening not playing is number 7, Emily Heron, number 8, Jax Hunter, and number 12, Trish Blake. In their stead, we do have a couple of call-ups here. Number 15, Anna Albrecht is joining. Number 19, Gabby Condello. 2 minutes here remaining in warm-up, and they'll get set for puck drop. My name is Cheryl Gilroy. Thank you so much for joining the live stream here this evening. I'm so happy to be bringing GWSHL action to anybody and everybody who wants to tune in. I want to say a big thank you out there to all of my supporters. I crossed a 100 subscriber mark earlier this week. That is amazing. It opens me up to certain analytics on the YouTube channel, which I'm really looking forward to taking use of as time goes on. I can't believe we're past 3 weeks already into the season, and I'm looking forward to covering more as we go on. Again, we've got 2 games happening today, 2 games happening tomorrow, and then next weekend is also back-to-back Saturday and Sundays. Just over a minute here remaining in warm-up, and then we'll get set for puck drop. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon on this rainy Saturday in Guelph, Ontario. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Sticks in the City, as usual, is skating in white, and Shots Creek is skating in black. I'll get set up here for the first period. I hope everybody enjoyed the replays I was trying to use last Sunday. What I'm going to be doing is capturing shots during play, and then I'll show the replays between periods. That way we don't miss any of the action that's happening on the ice. That's the buzzer sounding at the end of warm-up, and then we'll get set for puck drop. Stand by, everybody. In net for Shots Creek, number 1, Autumn Malik. And in net for Sticks in the City, number 15, Tara Simpson. And we'll see who takes the puck drop momentarily. Stand by, everybody. Once again, don't forget to tune in later, 6:30 game. Blade Watch in that 70 shot will be on tap later on. Malik will take up residence here on the left-hand side. Simpson will take up residence here on the right. Let's see who's on the puck drop here for Shots Creek. It's, I think it's going to be Albrecht. Yep, Albrecht in center ice here for Shots Creek. I believe that's Lex Magoni taking the puck drop here for Sticks and the City. All right, who's ready for GWSHL action on this Saturday afternoon? Puck is down. Shots Creek's going to take possession and skate all the way up. In comes Grace Blamauer. She'll take a quick shot. Nice blocker save there by Simpson, and it's steered to the far corner. Right out in front for Albrecht, but she could not get a stick on it. It's held on to at the line. Wants to clear. Shots Creek brings it right back in. Grace Blumauer back on the hunt. Sending it to Albrecht in front, but it is intercepted by Sticks in the City. Can't quite get it past that blue line. Still on the offensive is Shots Creek. Simpson will leave it for her defense. It's Avery Cantlin. Sending it to the other side for her D partner. Sticks in the City is now going to pass it forward and out. The defense for Shots Creek is going to go back to get it. That's Elizabeth Schnur for Shots Creek. On the near side, trying to skate it forward to her partner. Held on at the line. Robin Weeks putting it back in play. Robin Weeks still has it. Shoots it towards the net, but it's intercepted by a black jersey in front. Shots Creek going to do their best to try and get it out of the zone, and they do, but it's quickly picked up by Tasha Kurtz. Kurtz sending it forward to the red line, but it's turned around by Shots Creek, and in they come. It'll sit there in the slot area. Turning it around is Sam Hutchinson. Quick save there by Simpson. Shots Creek still has possession. Comes right out to the blue line, and Weeks couldn't get it out. It'll slide all the way back to Elizabeth Schnur for Shots Creek, and she'll send it back forward. Sticks in the City trying to send it back the other way as they fight for it. They're right underneath the camera view. My apologies on that. Alyssa Dodson, our player to watch, getting it out. Sending it into the Shots Creek end. Again, our player to watch for Scott's Creek, for Sticks in the City is Alyssa Dodson. For Scott's Creek, it's Steph Williams. Alexis Middlebrook trying to use some fancy stick maneuvers, but can't quite get it in the front for a teammate. Scott's Creek getting rid of it and sending it all the way up to Isabelle Boulet. Boulet can't hang on to it. It slides off the hand of her Sticks, though. Sticks and the City looking to clear the zone, and they do. Michelle Weeks trying to gather that puck. Scott's Creek turning it back the other way. Puck being spent a lot of time here in the Sticks and the City end. Alexis Middlebrook gets it to the blue line, shot through there by the defense of Scott's Creek. Lex Magoni tries to get it out. Again, Scott's Creek wants to have an opportunity at getting a goal in the early going. It is going to slide out to the neutral zone, and here comes Sticks in the City. Back in the zone, but they come in offside, and we finally get a whistle. That was nearly 3 whole minutes of me talking. Oh, that just means I'm getting to know my roster intimately. On the face-off is Gabby Condello for Scott's Creek. Just outside the blue line. Puck is down, and now it works itself free. Back to Heather Picor. Back to Sticks in the City defense. That is Alexis Middlebrook around the backside there behind the goal line. Gets it to the near side boards, but not out. Scott's Creek, Natasha Frank trying to put it towards the slot. Far side, they'll battle for it. Couple of number 10s there battling for it. It comes out to the blue line for Scott's Creek. Holding on to it. Works it towards the net, but can't get that far. Comes back to the neutral zone. Scott's Creek lifts it, puts it back in play. But it's going to be Sticks in the City defense getting it out. Again, Alexis Middlebrook around the backside. Has her pocket picked at the last second. Scott's Creek nearly had an opportunity. Grace Condello trying to gather that puck and get a shot in, but Sticks in the City back in possession. They get it as far as the blue line, but not out as they fight for that puck in the near side boards. Back goes Heather Picor. Works it towards the far side corner. Her teammate, Chelsea Gould, trying to come back in time to help her out. Now Chelsea Gould's going to get a handle on it. She'll bank it off the boards and get it into the neutral zone. And here's Alyssa Dodson down the far side. Slides it in, and a glove stop by Malik. Oh my. Great effort there by Dodson. Just could not slide it past the goaltender. 5:33 remaining in the first period. No score. Face off to the left of Malik after that fantastic save. Sticks in the City. They do have possession, but not for long. Here comes Grace Blamauer all by herself. Waits, fires. What a great save by Simpson. Rebound available, but the defense gets a hold of it and gets it out of harm's way. It'll come out to the neutral zone and back to Scott's Creek defense. Anna Albrecht sending it forward and back into play. Sticks in the City. Gets it to the neutral zone. Scott's Creek back in play. Back and forth over that blue line we go. Another tennis match here. Now going in the latter half of the first period. No score. Dodson now in possession of that puck again. Can't get it off the near side boards, and here comes Scott's Creek. Blamauer to the far side for Boulet. Hands it back to Blamauer. Towards the net, but just passed. Back behind. Sticks in the City trying to gather it off that near side board. In comes Grace Blamauer for Scott's Creek, trying to put it back towards the slot. In the near side corner. Sticks in the City gets a hold of it and sends it flying all the way down. That was Alex Murray sending it down to the far side corner. Icing waved off. Picked up by Scott's Creek defense. Back behind the goal line and forward. Just past Sam Hutchinson, and that is going to be an icing call. .405 remaining in the first period. No score. Back to have a face-off here to the left of Malik. Won quickly by Sticks in the City. They get a quick shot off, but that's blocked. It'll sit on the blue line. Candelo with the backhand, sending it all the way down to the far end. Heather Picor in the corner, tries to get it around her rival. It trickles out to the blue line, but it's held onto by the Schachts Creek defense. In the slot, Schachts Creek trying to come in and get a hold of it right back in the middle. Steered aside, back at the blue line as Schachts Creek continues their offensive. Deacon around, shot in, and a great save by Simpson. That shot made by Kaylee Sargent. Back around. I believe that's Dodson sending it to the far side for Rebecca Reeves. Not out though. Schachts Creek still on the offensive. That's off the blocker of Simpson and up and over the crossbar. And Sticks in the City are going to make an attempt to clear that puck, and they do. Ooh, a couple of collisions there. Hopefully that's okay. Now they're going to stop to make sure the girls are okay. Looks like one of the girls is slow to get up, so we'll just hold on and make sure that she's okay. I'm not going to put the camera on her as we just check to make sure everything is all right. It was a hard collision there in the far side boards, just on the inside of that blue line. I didn't see who went down. A couple of teammates are talking to. Now, there are no trainers at these games, but I'm sure that the teammates will do their best to talk to her and give her a hand getting her off the ice if she's not able to continue, which I'm going to say maybe she's not, as she is slow to get up. So we'll shoot over here and we'll wait until play resumes. So stand by. Teammates are helping her to her feet. She's being pushed off. Kaylee Sargent is the lady who went down, so we certainly wish Kaylee well. And she is up under her own power. And she's going to skate back to the bench. She looks okay. All right. We'll have a face-off here on the outside of that blue line. Puck will come inside the Schachts Creek end, so Schachts Creek's going to gain possession. Sending it forward to Blamauer, but Alexis Middlebrook for Sticks in the City tries to exit the zone. Albrecht trying to get a shot on it, and it's going to get to the neutral zone. Elizabeth Schnur for Schachts Creek in possession of that puck, sending it to the near side. Looking for Blamauer. In comes Middlebrook. Come back into the zone and into the near side corner. Elizabeth Schnur now behind the net. Sends it around the far side corner and to the blue line. Quick pass up to Blamauer, but intercepted by Michelle Weeks, but she can't get too far with it as they battle for that puck on the blue line. Shot towards Simpson, and she'll leave it. Heather Picor trying to get it out of town. Or out of the city, as they say. Out in front, looking for a stick, and they score! Isabelle Boulay gets Schachts Creek on the board. One nothing Schachts Creek with 1:56 remaining in the first period. Schachts Creek wins the draw. Trying to bring it over the red line. Sticks in the City are going to look to get an equalizer here before the end of the first frame. They'll battle for it. Well, two black sweaters battling for it. It finally works itself free and comes into the Sticks in the City end. On the goal line, trying to work it in front. Lex Magoni trying to clear it. Another shot through from the blue line. Simpson got a piece of it with the glove, so that missed the target. Sticks in the City gets it out to the neutral zone. Don't get too far with it, though. Schatz Creek coming around and bringing it back in. Alyssa Dodson, again, our player to watch. Hands it back to her defense. Back up to Dodson, but past her. Schatz Creek back in possession and back into the Sticks in the City end. Avery Cantlin sends it to her D partner, and they do get it out to the neutral zone. Again, Schatz Creek picking up the puck. Intercepted by Chelsea Gould, and she brings it into Schatz Creek end. Final 45 seconds here of the first period. Out in front. Looking for a shot is Tasha Kurtz. Hits a couple of bodies and skips to the far side corner and out to the blue line. Final 35 seconds here in the first period. 1-0 Schatz Creek. Albrecht, now Blamauer in possession. Skates around her rival, coming into the slot, shot through, and that misses on the near side. In the corner. In comes Isabelle Boulay, again our goal scorer. We'll have a look at that goal here at the break. Good to see Kaylee Sargent back on the ice. Guess she just had the wind knocked out of her, so welcome back, Kaylee. As the period comes to an end, I will reset here for the next period. Let's have a look at that goal. There we go. Let's see how that happened. Just a sneaker that got past Simpson right underneath and off the near side corner. One nothing Schatz Creek, excuse me. Once again, game number 2 at 6:30 is going to be that 70 shot versus Blade Watch. So hopefully you can tune in for that one. So again, the goal scorer for Schatz Creek is number 11, Isabelle Boulay. I'm sure Isabelle Boulay is going to be watching the Habs game intently later on this evening. All right, so the goaltenders have changed side. We've got Malik on the right, Simpson on the left. Looks like to take the draw for Schatz Creek to begin the second period is number 15, Anna Albrecht. And for Sticks in the City, it's going to be Rebecca Reeves, the captain. We're set to go for the second period. Schatz Creek picking the puck up rather quickly. This is Grace Blamauer. She'll send it into the Sticks in the City end. Tara Simpson's going to leave it for the defense. Lost it in the feet. Nearly gave Schatz Creek an opportunity. They're back in possession of the puck, though. Isabelle Boulay putting it towards the net. They'll fight for it off the far side boards. It'll go behind the net. Schatz Creek still on the offensive here and Sticks in the City's end. Sticks in the City will now get it out. In comes Rebecca Reeves, trying to feed it out in front for Jenna Marcone. Trying to saucer it forward, but Schatz Creek will get a hold of it and sends it all the way back to the Schatz Creek end. As we are now a minute into the second period. To the far side. Sticks in the City, Alex Murray putting it back in play. Malik will leave it, but it's going to get picked up by Jenna Marcone. Towards the net and back behind. Sticks in the City want to have another go at this while it still is in the end zone. Here's Alyssa Dodson trying to weave around all the black sweaters. Looking for help in front. She does get it out there, but her teammate was a couple of steps in front and couldn't get a stick on it. Back behind the goal line and down to the far side. Steph Williams, our player to watch for Schatz Creek. Right towards the net. And Schatz Creek is going to get a handle on it and clear the zone. Looking to skate it forward to Candello, but she misses it. And Sticks to the City's Alex Middlebrook is going to double back. Out to the neutral zone and back in is Elizabeth Schnur for Schatz Creek. Looking for a friendly stick out in front. Again, the forward was just a couple of strides the wrong way. Schatz Creek still in possession. Schnur in front. Looking to get it out in front. Simpson trying to cover it up. Defense puts it to the near side corner. Back behind the net. Pace kind of slowing down here, but Schatz Creek does keep it on play. Not for long. Sticks in the City does get it to the neutral zone. Dodson just can't work herself free. They do get onside and in the Schatz Creek end. Tasha Kurtz holds the blue line for Sticks in the City. Schatz Creek around the near side corner. Trying to work it off the boards. Sticks in the City, they want to get it out in front. They want to get an equalizer here. Lands in the stick of Michelle Weeks, but she couldn't get a shot off. Trickles out in front for Weeks. Robin Weeks trying to backhand, and Malik was ready for that. Great opportunity here by Sticks in the City to get on the board. Malik ready for it. 6:50 remaining in the second period. 1-0 in favor of Schatz Creek. Face off to the left of Malik as we continue here in the second period. Blaumauer gets a hold of it for Schatz Creek, gets it to the neutral zone and hands it off to Albrecht. In comes Albrecht. She steered aside when she enters the slot, puts it out in front for her teammate, Isabelle Boulay, but she couldn't get a shot off. Play continues though. Shot from the blue line by Schnur. That's intercepted by a lady in white, and they will clear the zone. All the way up into the Schatz Creek end. Here's Michelle Weeks towards the net, and a blocker safe by Malik. At the blue line. Held on to by Heather Bicor, but Schatz Creek. Albrecht skates free, tries to hand it over. What a great interception by the Schatz Creek defense right out in front. Simpson puts a stop to it. 5:58 remaining in the second period. It's still 1-0 Schatz Creek. Albrecht on the draw for Schatz Creek against Dodson. It's won by Sticks in the City. Back behind the goal line, trying to get it out in front. Steered aside by the Sticks in the City defense. Kaylee Sargent asking for the pass out in front as she is open. Grace Blaumauer trying to weave around. She does now get it to Sargent, but can she hold the line? Yes, she can. Right to her teammate Albrecht. Albrecht waits, fires, and a save by Simpson, and she covers that up. Denied by Tara Simpson. 5:31 remaining in the second period. Another face-off to the right of Simpson. Won by Sticks in the City. Try to get it out. Schatz Creek trying to get a hold of it. Will Sticks in the City clear the zone? Yes, they will. And here they come down the near side. Alyssa Dodson in possession of the puck as they enter the zone. Slides it to the slot for her teammate, but intercepted by Schatz Creek. Into the neutral zone. Back in play for for Sticks in the City is Lex Magoni. Trying to center it up for Dodson, but that's intercepted by Schatz Creek. Magoni behind the goal line. Natasha Frank trying to clear it out for Schatz Creek. It goes to the far side. Chelsea Gould now for Sticks in the City. In the corner, turns it around and shoots it towards, just misses, far side. Comes into the near side. What a shot in on net, just bounces off the wrong side of the mesh. At the blue line for Alexis Middlebrook. Schatz Creek taking possession down the near side. That's Sam Hutchinson entering the zone for for Schatz Creek. I'm going to get those confused. My apologies. back down the corner, and that is going to be icing with 4:11 remaining in period number 2. Still 1-0 in favor of Schatz Creek. Again, goal scored by number 11, Isabelle Boulay. Face off to the left to Simpson. Albrecht versus Reeves on the draw. Sticks in the City, gets it out. Jenna Marcone can't get too far with that puck before it's turned around by Albrecht for Schatz Creek. Looking to get it out in front to Blamauer. Shot through, rebound available, and another save there by Simpson. What a great shot by Isabelle Boulay, looking for another goal in the game. But a great save by Tara Simpson. Held on to it, the blue line by Sticks in the City. Alex Murray throws it in on net, but a great save by Malik. And back out to the neutral zone. Sticks in the City, gets it forward again, but intercepted. In comes Elizabeth Schnur, trying to center it up for Blamauer. That's a no-go. Sticks in the City turns it around. Sends it down to the Schatz Creek end. Albrecht in possession, making a turn, trying to clear the zone. She'll carry it out to the blue line, waits for her options, and decides to send it to the far side. Alyssa Dodson brings it back in for Sticks in the City, trying to drive the net. She shoots, and it's gloved down by Malik. 2:52 remaining in period number 2. Face off to the right of Malik as play continues here in the second period. Off the near side boards. Sticks in the City gets a hold of it. It's Robin Weeks trying to turn it around. Certainly isn't a lack of effort by Sticks in the City's part. They're putting all they can on the net. Holding on to it at the blue line. Schatz Creek does get it to the neutral zone, but right back into the Schatz Creek end. Schatz Creek sending it forward. This is Candello. Short side, saved by Simpson. Down to the near side boards. Still on the offensive here in the Sticks in the City end. Here comes Kaylee Sargent. Can't get a hold of that puck at the blue line. Sam Hutchinson sends it down behind the net. Steph Williams trying to get it out of the far side corner. Michelle Weeks trying to clear it. Can't do it. Candello for Schatz Creek trying to get another opportunity, but Sticks in the City reclaims the puck in their own end behind the goal line. Taking her time is Alyssa Dodson. Final 90 seconds here in the second period. Nice pass forward for Michelle Weeks. Can't hold on to it and back towards the blue line. Sticks in the City trying to turn around. Here's Alyssa Dodson reclaiming that puck again. Sounds like a double negative. Reclaiming that puck again. Great English there, Cheryl. Sticks in the City sends it back to their defense and into the neutral zone. Blamauer trying to turn it around. She does now. Gets around Dodson, trying to work herself into the slot area. Hands it back to her defense. Shot through. Made by Albrecht. That skips aside. Final minute of play here in the second period. Nice pass up to Lex Magoni. Can Sticks in the City get an opportunity here in the latter half? Here they come. Shot through. And a great save there by Malik. That shot made by Rebecca Reeves. Just 32 seconds remaining in the second period. No scoring so far in this period. Still 1-0. The one goal happened in the first. Lex Magoni on the draw for Sticks in the City. It's won by Sticks in the City. They do get a shot off, but it hit Blamauer in front. Here comes Grace Blamauer in the slot. Shot misses on the near side post. Final 20 seconds here in the second period. Sticks in the City may have one more opportunity. No, intercepted by Albrecht in the neutral zone. She'll turn it around. Back out into the neutral zone. Sticks in the City can get it forward. Right on to Kaylee Sargent, though, for Shots Creek. Final few seconds here, and that will end the second period. No highlights to show you, as all the scoring happened in the first period, but we'll get set up here for period 2. Once again, I'll do a recap of last week. Show those scores on there. Selling Slap Shots and One Red Kill Skate to a 1-1 tie. Shots Creek and Blade Watch 2-2 tie. Puck Dynasty 5-1 over Jurassic Puck. Stranger Rinks 2-0 over that 70 shot. And Sticks in the City 2-1 over Game of Zones. This resulted in the standings changing as such. Just a couple of movements here. Blade Watch still in first place. One Ring Kill, Selling Slap Shots tied for first. Puck Dynasty, Sticks in the City tied again. Stranger Rinks in 6th place. That 70 shot, Shots Creek tied at 2 points each. And at the bottom, Game of Zones and Jurassic Puck as we get set up here for period number 3. On the draw looks to be Condello for Shots Creek. Rebecca Reeves, the captain for Sticks in the City. Looks like Mary Sefton's just talking to the officials there. We'll get started here in just a sec. Another quick reminder, one more game coming up at 6:30 between Blade Watch and that 70 shot. Looking forward to seeing that 70 shot for the first time. Here we go. Puck is down for our third and final frame. This is game 16 of the regular season if you look at the schedule on the GWSHL website. Here comes Sticks in the City over the blue line. Again, they want to get a tying goal here. Back to the neutral zone. And Alexis Middlebrook putting it forward and in play in the Shots Creek end. Elizabeth Schnorr behind the goal line. Works it to the far side. Sticks in the City trying to hold on to it. That's Heather Picor. Has a hold of it again and shoots it through it. This misses on the near side post. Back to the blue line. Sticks in the City doing a great job trying to hold on to that puck. Just need to get it towards the net. Back at the blue line for Middlebrook. Back behind the net. Chelsea Gould will chase after it. Trying to work it out in front. Looking for a friendly stick. Finds it. Shot through and it gets in! What a great shot by Heather Picor. It sits there and just slides in underneath Malik. And we got a tie game. I didn't see who the final touch was on that puck, but really doesn't matter. It's a 1-1 tie. Eight and a half minutes here, remaining in the third period. Blaumauer shoots it through, saved by Simpson. To the far side corner. Sticks in the City trying to get it out. Shots Creek holding on. Intercepted. Here comes Alyssa Dodson down the near side, trying to cut towards the middle. Can she find a friend? Yes, she can. Shot through by Alex Murray, but that is deflected and steered behind the net. Grace Blaumauer with a head of steam as she comes in the Sticks in the City end. Throws it towards the net. And a nice save by Simpson. They'll battle for it behind the goal line, trying to get it out in front. Albrecht is waiting. Shot through and it gets in. Schachts Creek reclaims the 1-goal advantage. .7:48 remaining in the third period. 2-1 now in favor of Schachts Creek. Back to the center ice face-off. Let's see if Sticks in the City can get an equalizer here just as fast. Schachts Creek in their own end. Gets to the neutral zone. Sticks in the City trying to turn it back around. That's Heather Picor. My apologies, Alex Murray. Back in the Sticks in the City end though. Sam Hutchinson towards the net. Goes behind. Schachts Creek will have to chase after it, but Sticks in the City gets there. It gets out into the neutral zone, and Robin Weeks has a handle on it. Looking to see who she can pass to. She slides it into the zone. They were just onside, but the puck comes all the way back to Simpson. Sticks in the City, taking their time. Robin Weeks puts it back in play in the Schachts Creek end, where it's going to get chased by Rebecca Reeves, but can't get there in time before the icing is called. 6:43 remaining in the third period. 2-1 in favor of Schachts Creek as we get set up for a face-off here. Looks like it's going to be just to the right of Simpson. On the draw will be Rebecca Reeves for Sticks in the City and Albrecht for Schachts Creek. Sticks in the City trying to work it free. Isabelle Boulay trying to get a handle on it. Sticks in the City gets there. Albrecht trying to force her way on it. Now Grace Blamauer with an initiative. Albrecht gathering it up, looking to get it out in front. It's going to get picked up by Sticks in the City. They just can't get it past that blue line. Back in play towards the goal line. Isabelle Boulay turning it around. Trying to keep it away from her rival in white. They'll battle for it in the far side corner. Comes loose and down to the near side. Erin Purvis trying to get it out in front, and the backhand just slides by the far side post. Back out in front again. Blamauer trying to step in. Isabelle Boulay looking for the free puck. At the blue line, shot through by the defense for Schachts Creek. Erin Purvis puts it in on net, and Simpson with the stop. .5:31 remaining in period number 3. Still 2-1 in favor of Schachts Creek. Candela will take the face-off here for Schachts Creek. It's won by the ladies in black. It'll trickle down behind the goal line. Sticks in the City trying to get out of their own end. Battle on the near side boards and out. Over the far side, Elizabeth Schnur is going to chase after it. She will get there. Looking for her D partner. Send the puck forward, looking for Candela, but she was out of alignment, and Sticks in the City will get it out. Elizabeth Schnur chasing after it, trying to get around Alyssa Dodson, trying to get it out in front. Dodson hits the boards. Looks like she's okay. She gets up. Candelo turning it back around towards the net. Sticks in the City gets it out. Just hits off the skate of Dodson, giving Schachts Creek another opportunity to bring it back in. That's Steph Williams putting it towards the net. Schachts Creek holding onto it at the blue line. Trying to lift it above all the people out in front. Gets through, it just misses. Bounces off the near side post. Alyssa Dodson. Off the plexiglass into the blue line. It's held on to by Schnur, putting it back towards the net. We're in our latter half of our third and final frame. In comes Sticks in the City. Drop pass for Lex Magoni, puts it towards the net. It's up and over the crossbar. Back behind the goal line, excuse me. Magoni looking for a friend out in front, can't find it. Boulay looking for Albrecht as they enter the Sticks in the City end again. Tara Simpson, definitely the busier of the two goaltenders. Boulay puts it in. Nice save by Simpson with the paddle. Kaylee Sargent on the blue line. Puts it towards the net. Deflected by the Sticks in the City defense. Albrecht trying to put it back in play. Off the boards. Back to Sticks in the City defense, and they'll lift it forward. Grace Blaumauer has it, but only for a brief second. Jenna Marcone puts it towards the net, and Malek with the save. Still 2-1. 3:01 to go in the third. Face off to the right of Malek. Schatz Creek has possession but can't get it past the blue line. Sticks in the City. Tasha Kurtz puts it towards the net. Rebound available but picked up by Schatz Creek. Here's Kurtz again. She was looking for Rebecca Reeves, couldn't find her. And they come in offside. 2:42 remaining in the third period. Well, a face-off in the neutral zone, just outside neutral zone, excuse me, just outside that blue line. Shot towards the net, saved by Simpson, and cleared out by the defense. Pass forward for Rebecca Reeves. She'll bring it along the far side boards. They come in onside, trying to cut towards the middle. Shot saved by Malek, and she has no idea where it is, but it's a shot and a save nonetheless. Great effort there by Rebecca Reeves, the captain of Sticks in the City. 2:17 remaining in the third. Face off to the left of Malek. Dodson versus Albrecht. It's been a natural matchup here for this game. They'll battle for it in the far side corner. Sticks in the City holds the blue line. Schatz Creek's going to clear it out, though. Alexis Middlebrook turning it around. Looking for a free friend. Intercepted. Here comes Grace Blaumauer. Shot through and over the crossbar. Off the near side boards, trying to find Isabelle Boulay. To the far side for Schnur. She shoots. That hits a body in front. Trying to go short side. That doesn't work either. Schatz Creek still on the hunt here. Towards the net, but skips past the far side post. Alexis Middlebrook trying to get it out in front and clear it out for Sticks in the City, and she will. Out to Michelle Weeks, but she can't catch up to it. Anna Albrecht turning it around, handing it off to Boulay. She'll enter the zone. Put it on net, and a save by Simpson with 1:05 remaining in the third period. Still 2-1 in favor of Schatz Creek. Condello on the face-off there for Schatz Creek. Just to the right of Simpson. Just entering our final minute of play is Sticks in the City may have an opportunity here. In comes Lex Magoni. She puts it in on net, but it misses on the far side post. Great skating effort there by Magoni. Schatz Creek defense now has possession of that puck, and they'll try to get it out of their zone. 45 seconds remaining. Pass off to Candelo. She'll try to cut in. Looking for a backhand, doesn't work. Trying to get it back out in front. Sticks in the City, keeping it out of the lane. They'll lift and get rid of it. Sends it forward, but they're offside. Rebecca Reeves just too far inside that blue line. And when she accepted that pass, it was offside. Final 20 seconds here. Great action in this game. Nice close match. Sticks in the City. Gets it to the neutral zone. Schitt's Creek may have one more try. They do come in here onside. Candelo with the backhand putting it towards the net, but they're not going to have enough time to get out in front with a shot. And that is how this one is going to end, 2-1. Now, we did have 2 goals happening in this period. Here's goal number 1. Sticks in the City gets on the board. It's awesome to see them tie it up here in the 3rd period. And here is Schitt's Creek's 2nd goal as the girls come to center ice and shake hands. Just slides through and gets under. So this one's going to end 2-1 in favor of Schitt's Creek. Don't forget, I do have another game coming up here at 6:30. It's going to be Blade Watch against That 70s Shot. I will step aside here. And I will bring you the 6:30 game here in about an hour. Come on back, folks.